Okay, hi, good
Hi.
evening. I'm going to make a question of you about my course logistics.com in Colombia. Hi, what is your name?
Hey, my name is Vlad. I'm from Ukraine.
Okay, and your profession?
I'm a student.
Okay, and career?
I'm a student, so I'm doing my master's of managerial economics.
Okay, perfect. And how old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
Okay, perfect. Okay, come on. What do you think about the term online logistics?
I think online logistics, it's like this is the stuff that actually it has to happen like in nowadays life, because internet now is everywhere, and even like any company that is not gonna use like internet in their logistic in their supply chain, they're gonna lose money, honestly saying, because uh, like you wouldn't be that like compared to your competitors, you wouldn't be that efficient, you wouldn't be that responsive if you're not using online tools. So this is our nowadays that we all have to use.
Okay, second question. Which parts of the supply chain can be impacted for internet? And
I think all of them, all the parts of supply chain can be and are affected by internet. But I would say that the biggest effect has the highest level of effect has um, internet visibility. Like all that now, like buyers, it doesn't matter if it's a company or just a normal consumer. If they buy stuff from manufacturer, they can monitor all processes. They can monitor like how it comes to them. They can also even see the not just the like geographical locations, where is the product, but also the conditions. Like for example, if it's food, so temperature of the food. Also, if this like radio frequency identification is used, so they can also like be able to predict some moments. For example, if like traffic jams, I think it's better like when like software can like is able to predict that in order just to provide information when it already happened. So I think it's like the biggest influence has on internet visibility.
okay, perfect. Okay, which kind of enterprise do you consider are dangerous for increasing internet
Um,
usage?
I would say that movie industry and also like music industry, because like in developed countries, people is like still buying the CDs, like with licensed like music and like some movies. But for example, in my country, in Ukraine, like, there are a lot of I mean, you can see everything. You can watch every kind of movie. You can download every song you want by internet through some sources. So to this industry is almost dead. Like in Ukraine, like people, nobody is buying like CD, like proper CD that is like they have a license that some parts of that like of its price goes to a band or to a movie product like producer. We don't do that anymore. So in developing countries, this is kind of a problem, I think.
Okay. Okay, how internet could help logistics in big cities and isolated towns?
Speaking about isolated towns, I think it just gives them like the same opportunity that people in big cities have. You're able to buy everything through internet. You're able to order any kind of service you need, which is like which people in big cities have access like so easily. But saying about big cities, you use internet because everything is like let's give an example of public transport. Everything is so complicated. There are a lot of like let's say subway, buses, trams, and sometimes you're not able to. You have to predict like when a bus is coming. So we just can check online like the schedule of the buses, and it's much easier. Also, studying. I think it helps in all like everywhere in small towns or big cities, because people don't need to have a. I mean, they don't need to buy all the big amounts of books, spend so much money, and also carry them all the time. Even in library, like we actually here, like shooting a video in library, and there are just computers here, people studying like and having all access to all materials through computer.
Okay, which is the future for internet sales? Do you think that your country should promote it?
I think obviously internet sales are gonna increase in the future. And speaking about government, yeah, maybe government has to promote it because using internet like makes everything much easier. All that paperwork that has to be done, like even when getting passport, usually people go to I don't know how it calls, like place where you usually get it, and you stay in line like for a couple of hours. Then you have to sign a huge amount of papers, and this like that's annoying. If you can do it like if you can just send a request online and then they also can send you a passport, would be much easier. But also the people should be aware that this increased amount of frauds, like people, a lot of people can cheat with this kind of tool like internet. Also, I want to say about voting. Like in my country, if you want to vote, you have to obviously have to go to this like spot and like vote for something for president or for parliament. But I know there are some countries that disabled people, they're not able to come, and in my country officially it has to be that somebody comes to their home and they just get like signed like in a paper, but usually it never happens, and people use this like our authority use this tool like to fraud, to somehow influence these disabled people. That's, I think it would be better if they would be able to vote online.
Okay. Okay. All these persons are creating high volume of information. For that reason, we are going to need mega databases to save it. But how we can manage that information will be useful? Give me an example.
Okay. Yeah, like nowadays, obviously say a lot of stuff produce so much information, and all that internet giants like Google, like Facebook, they have to store all that stuff. But I don't think that's a big problem for them, because to store like 1 terabyte of data is easier to store it like in like virtual driver than in like in real, like let's say just text paper. You have to store it in paper. It takes too much space, and I think it's quite, even like if in future some of our products like washing machines are gonna produce some also information that has to be stored. I think that's useful for us, because that information, if they're gonna produce some information, so I think it has some utility for us. And it's not gonna be a problem, because we always can delete data just completely, and nobody should store it. And so we can also give an example of like cars. If you drive in a car and there is a GPS inside, every time you put in like the road you want to go through, it saves it in this memory, and maybe at some point it can just be like memory can be full, but you can always delete it and use it again. But the utility of using GPS is pretty high, because we travel so much currently, like in our present, and it helps us a lot. So I think it wouldn't be a problem to store all that amount of data in future. But also I want to say that maybe it can get a bit hard to manage all the data, because to store data is one thing, but to to make its structure is totally different. So yeah, we have to work on it, but this is life.